Hello, everyone, and welcome to another online learning day for chemistry, and it's a lab day. So our essential question for today that will guide your learning is, what is the empirical formula of the compound made in lab? So we're going to use that learning that we did the other day to look at an empirical formula. Now remember, in those example problems, we started with percents and we put it into grams. So the difference would be in our actual lab, we'll be able to measure right from grams and then go from grams to moles, do the lowest whole number mole ratio, and make a prediction of what that compound is. Now, we're also going to be able to have a hypothesis for this compound because we'll know what the elements are. So we'll be able to make a hypothesis for what the compound should be and then compare what it should be to what we got in lab to figure out how well we did. How well did the lab go? So that is the purpose for today. So thank you in advance for being my lab partner. You'll go through those handouts and the lab video in just a little bit. But because we're dealing with empirical formula, which remember is the lowest whole number mole ratio, I thought we might as well share one of these together. All right, so why did Avogadro stop going to the chiropractor on October 24? Let's think. Why do you go to the chiropractor? Maybe something, because, maybe there's like tension or maybe something wrong with your back. So why would Avogadro stop going on October 24th? Well, because he was only tenths to the 23rd. Avogadro's number is 10 to the 23rd. Tens to the 23rd. Oh my gosh, this is a good one. This is one of my favorites. Okay. The next thing I want to talk about as a little intro for today is I want to make sure you are aware, if you haven't been looking ahead, that we have our Unit 4 quiz will be assigned on Monday. Now, I will adjust this depending on if you're an A day or a B day. It might be Tuesday, but your next class day from today will be our Unit 4 quiz. So you might be wondering, well, how do I study for a chemistry quiz? Maybe that's something that's tricky for you, so let me give you some ideas. How do I study for my chemistry quiz? Well, on the back of your unit plan, there's this thing called the little engine review that lists all the objectives for this unit. And there's little check boxes. I can, I think I can, I can't. And so anything that you said I can't or I think I can, to review that or to get help on. Come to my office hours, ask about it. So do that little engine review to kind of guide what you need to study. Then you can look back at all those COSTA questions you've been writing for your notes. Can you answer them? Those are review questions. Review the essential questions. Also, can you answer them? Those are little review, like mini quizzes. Summarize each page of notes. Call up a friend. Call your grandma. Say it out loud to your dog. But saying it out loud engages your brain more than if you're like, I'm going to read my notes. Let me be straight with you. Reading your notes is not a useful form of studying because you can use your notes on the quiz. So that's not going to help you just reading them over because they're going to be there before. So can you summarize them? Can you answer all those questions? Those are active ways to review. You could look back at videos from Schoology, but you have to decide whether that's worth your time. If there's one topic that you missed or something you realize you didn't really write anything down, maybe go back and watch that video. But watching all of them again, I don't know if that's worth your time. You have to decide. There is a Unit 4 review on Schoology that I wrote, and the answers are given. It's in today's Schoology folder, February 5th. That's a good place to review also because, again, I wrote the quiz and I wrote the review, so there's probably a pretty good correlation. So use the hints from your teacher. And then another great thing to do is to look back at past assignments, the DA assignment. If you have questions on the mole practice or looking at unit practice problems, know any mistakes that you made so that you learn from them. Don't make them again. Make sure that you're actually making progress. So these are ideas of how you study for a chemistry quiz because the next class day, the Unit 4 quiz will be assigned. But the point of today, back to that, is it is lab day. Yay! So lab day, like I said, thanks for being my lab partner. You're going to make something in the lab, and then you are going to figure out what that compound is. So in a perfect world, here's what you would get done before your next class day. You would work on that mole practice assignment. It was first assigned on January 29th. You should be able to do all of those problems. If you have questions, come to my office hours. Then you should be doing today's video lab. It is a full lab report, not just the lab handout. The lab report guide is posted again in today's folder. So using the handout and the guide, you start from a blank document and you write a full lab report. And that is what you submit to the assignment on Schoology. It is due February 10th. So you definitely have time to get going on it, get some help on it before it's due, but it is an assessment, so you definitely don't want to put it off. And then remember, there's that Unit 4 review that would help you get ready for the Unit 4 quiz, which will be on your next day we have class. All right. Have a good lab day. Use my office hours if you have any questions, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.